we're here with another episode of VSW podcast. Tonight, just kind of a chilling one. We got a little smoke here, enjoying ourselves. Trying the new goji berry wraps. I've been using hemp wraps for a while now, and now they got goji berry wraps. Interesting. I'm not sure if I like the taste so much. Good stuff. We got gelato in the wrap with a little bit of bubble hash. Having a good time. Tonight, Celtics, 9 o'clock. Are they going to be able to pull it through and tie it up to see a Father's Day Game 7? Or is this going to be the end of the road tonight for them? I'm hoping for the best. You know, we bleed green here at the VSW. And by God, I think Boston can pull it off. We're the city of miracles. We're always, the underdogs. We pull off those last-minute wins. Tonight, I think we can do it. I mean, yes, the momentum has always been in, I think, Golden State's favor, even since the beginning of the game. Beginning of it. But, I think Boston came out strong with that game one and really shocked a lot of people. And they gave themselves some momentum, 1-1, and then they took it back. And like I said, it's an anything game goes. They just got to play smart, and I think we can get to a Game 7 at least. If not, it's been a hell of a ride for them, and, they have to give themselves a pat on the back. Now, the other day, Beyond Wrestling, please come back 3. What a show. What a show. It really was, a lot of great matches. But my favorite one, Channing Thomas versus Slade. Slade is one hell of a deathmatch fighter. Crazy deathmatch fighter. Sees some great matchups. I just saw an amazing matchup with him against the one they call Manders up in Limitless, Maine. Limitless Wrestling up in Maine. And, he did a killer job in that match. There's a few of our clips up here, and there's some more on Facebook, and they're around. I also gave him all my clips. He actually shared a few. If you want to see how brutal that match got. But Slade came back and fought world-class Channing Thomas with Sidney Bacabella by his side. And, well, let's just say that he got himself disqualified by using a steel chair, and it was Sidney Bacabella and Channing Thomas laid out on the mat. Everybody seems, and their mother seemed to get a photo with them laid unconscious. Looks like it would be fun. What is up, Daniel TV? How are you doing tonight? Just kind of talking, shooting the shit, and enjoying a little bit of the day. Hope you're doing good yourself. But yeah, so there was some other great matches, and we heard some more news about Beyond Wrestling. America is going to be coming back. Big superstars, Wheeler Yuta, and Eddie Kingston. Come on, these guys are great. You see them every week on TV. Now you can see them back again. Kind of where they started in their own stomping grounds. Got Biff Music. America is going to be off the hook this year. Also, WWR coming back with returning Chris Statlander. That is going to be an amazing thing as well. If you're not a fan of Chris or you haven't seen her on the local indie scene, it is a treat. It really is. We were supposed to see her facing Anthony Green for the Limitless World title right before the pandemic, and the match actually never happened. The show actually never happened. But had it did, maybe she might have been Limitless World Champion, right? And, the history might have been a little bit different right now. A little bit hard to light. But when they are lit, they are burnt, slow burning. I will give them that if I want to rate them. But not a big fan, not as much as the hemp ones. But yeah, so a lot of stuff coming on. Like I said, hopefully the Celtics pull it off tonight, though. We'll see a Game 7 on Father's Day. But also on Father's Day, GCW is coming to Rhode Island. What a night that is going to be. We will be there, the VSW podcast, and it's going to be one hell of a night. If you're a fan of extreme hardcore wrestling, I don't know how much it's going to be, though. If it's going to be like, one of their New York shows, a little bit tamer. I don't know. GCW can be, is a great promotion, but depending on state and what they allow. We will see some local favorites, though. I mean, JT Dunn, the leader of the unit, he'll be taking on the bad boy, Joey Janela, piece of trash that he is. He was just recently called out for telling people to go kill themselves or something. That's not the kind of behavior, He's just a crybaby, in my opinion. But in the ring, he's pretty good. He's a decent wrestler. And I think it's going to give a great matchup with JT Dunn, local fan favorite. And there's going to be a bunch of other people they've announced. Bunch of headline names. Will Ospreay as well. So it should be a really, really good show, I think. Something different. But, like I said, anything can happen when things aren't really, in their hometown. For instance, XPW, we went there, it was in New York, their first show back. Not really sure how it would have been had it been done in Jersey or California, where they did their deathmatch tournament. But, the first sign of blood with Masada, the match got called on the Schlack, or whoever it was. I think it was Schlack, actually. And the show and the match gets called, and that's the end of it. That's New York. They don't like blood. They don't allow blood. If it happens, the athletic commission shuts it down. That's the end of it. But, like I said, I think GCW, Rhode Island, has some great wrestling already. You got RWA. You got Showcase. Got a few others. So, I mean, we're seeing some hardcore matches out there. I think it's going to be pretty good. What was it? KPW ran a death match out there, out in Tiverton, at the Galette's MMA studio. So, I mean, there was glass involved and everything. So, there's ways of doing things if you want to do them. But we'll have to wait and see what that's going to be like. And again, that will be, if there's an also, there's going to be a Game 7 Celtics that night, if they pull it off tonight. So, a lot of things are online. Got a lot of wrestling coming up as well. And then, you got even more, pretty soon, more NCW will be returning. Limitless, they're bringing in one hell of a roster for the July show. I'm seeing people, JD Drake, Masha Slamovich. I mean, all sorts of just the names. The names are wild. So, looking forward to that as well. And Channing Thomas will be facing Mac Daniels there as well. Getting some of that kind of retribution back from what they did to him. And Mac Daniels is a Let's Wrestle champion too, so he's got a little bit of prestige behind it, if you want to say that. But yeah, so a lot of cool things coming, and then we got a bunch of other stuff happening here at the VSW podcast. Has it become Game Central? We're gonna be putting all sorts of different games up. Now, I don't know if you watch on Twitch. If you do, coolio. If you don't, check it out. It's free. You can just, follow for free. We're not looking for subs. But we play a lot of games, a lot of different Xbox One games, Xbox Series X games, bunch of games, and we got even more coming. Day one games, sports games. The other night, me and Disable played NBA 2K22. I actually beat him. He was beating me 3/4 in, and then I came back, beat him in the fourth. Pretty good game. Tough. We do horror survival games, and even more as the season goes into Halloween. The Quarry, we've been playing through that. Bendy, other horror games, Poppy's Playtime, all sorts of things. Hey, what's up, Ali? I'm sorry, I don't see the actual I don't see the text come through unless I turn them on. How are you doing tonight? Very good, very good. Yeah, sorry, no. I do say hello and I do have language. Yeah, no, I forget when I'm live to actually turn on the thing. People actually chat on the live chat. But yeah, so we got a lot of games coming, and if people want a specific Xbox game to be played, just please drop it in comments or anywhere along the the streams. We'll go on and get the game and play it. We love playing games here at the VSW podcast. And I think Disabled mentioned something about him getting a PS5 eventually, and he already has a Switch. Thank you, soldiers of Christ. How you doing tonight? And you're pretty badass yourself. But yeah. So we got those games, got the wrestling, got some other special wrestling coming up, some kind of a secret show. VSW was invited to. Not this Friday, a week from this Friday, and we'll have some exclusive footage with that. Really can't say much upon it though. Signed a whole bunch of documents saying that I can't speak on it. But yeah, it's gonna be a wild ride this summer. Cruising for a Bruising, Part 2, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We have a lot of stuff coming your way. So, it's 4:49 in the morning. What country are you from, Ali? It's about 8 o'clock. And good morning to you, sir. But yeah. So we're probably gonna do some gaming tonight, and we got a schedule going on. I know I was talking again to say, well, if he's gonna do some kind of sports recap, whether it be tomorrow or after the playoffs or the finals are over. At this point, we'll have to see what goes on with that and the Celtics. And that's supposed to kick off now tonight at at 9 o'clock p.m. Let me guess. I can't really see. I know you dropped a flag in the comment section. I really can't make it. I would guess somewhere in the Middle East. That would have to be my guess. I'm not the best with flags, that is. Pretty cool that we actually extend that far out. When we actually started this originally, it was just a few local people listening and just paying attention to what the VSW podcast was even doing. And then a bunch of fans of wrestling came in, a bunch of fans of games came in, a bunch of fans of sports came in. They all just kind of collided. And this is what we got today um, at the VSW podcast. And I thank everybody. I do, because it's been a kind of a wild ride. I got to Sable Wolf. He's been a right hand man through this, yes. You know, there's ups and downs. Everybody's ups and downs. But but yeah. what we are gonna do though is, like I said, we do have a bunch of games lined up on Twitch, and then what we do is just save them and put them right to the Facebook. They're not live, none of them. I mean, to the YouTube rather. Sorry, they're not live. We do some streaming of live games via iOS and the laptop PC, and that will be live gaming, and we'll be doing more of that as well. But right now, we're just focused on the Xbox and doing that. If it makes sense. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys for as far as updates of what's going to be taking place. And like I said, if you want a specific game played out, or you want us to go through a game or do whatever, just drop it in comments. Let us know, and we will make it happen. Ah, you're from Iran. Very nice. Very, very nice. And what did you? What was the rest of the song? We're glad to actually have you here too. I'm glad with all my viewers, listeners, and everything. But yeah, it's really cool. So extending all the way to Iran at the moment. But yeah, we will be doing a bunch of things, and like I said, and we got that secret show coming up in about 2 weeks, and we'll have exclusive footage of that here at the VSW podcast. And pretty much, like I said, that's all we got. We'll see you on Twitch tonight if you want to watch some live gaming, or check it out later on YouTube here. We'll throw it up there, and as always, we'll keep putting up some of the best and worst clips of independent wrestling. Have yourself a great night, everybody. And Ali, have yourself a great day. Good morning. Hope you have yourself a great day, brother. Peace out, everybody. Have a good day.